Good morning, class. How are you guys doing? Today, we are going to be working on State Standard 11.3 that students will apply knowledge of word origins, derivations, and figurative language to extend vocabulary development in authentic texts. Specifically, we're going to accomplish this by learning 5 new Latin word chunks that get used as prefixes and sometimes suffixes, and we're going to learn what these Latin word chunks mean, how they change a word, and how they're generally used. Here we're going to have a video that's just going to warm us up to the idea of Latin word chunks and prefixes and how these chunks get used in words.
Hello and welcome to Latin and Greek root words. In this video, you'll learn tricks for spelling, reading, and understanding the meaning of words. Before watching this video, be sure to watch the video called Prefixes and the one called Suffixes. Then come back to this one. You already know that prefixes are groups of letters that come before a word that change the meaning of the word, and that suffixes are a group of letters that come after a word to also change the meaning of a word. In this video, we will look at the main words, or the root words, that prefixes and suffixes are often attached to. It's important to know word origins, or roots, to help you spell, read, and understand the meaning of words. When you know the Latin, Greek, or French meaning of the word, you will better understand the English meaning. Be careful though. Not all root words are words by themselves. Many need prefixes or suffixes to be actual words. Let's look at some example of root words. The root word by is Greek for to or twice. Can you figure out how to read these words then? Can you also figure out their meaning? Since cycle means to pedal in a circular motion, and by means to, this word means 2 pedals in circular motions. We know it as this object. We ride with 2 pedals and also 2 wheels, called a bicycle. Since focal has to do with focusing the eyes, and bi means 2, this word means 2 lenses used to focus with the eyes, or bifocals. Let's look at another root word. Inter is the Latin root meaning between or among. The word international then means between nations. The word internet means between networks. Fun, isn't it? Ist is a Latin root word, specifically from the French, that means someone who does. In English, we have dropped the final E in this root. A person who styles is called a stylist. A person who works with flowers is called a florist. A person who plays the guitar is called a guitarist. What would a person who cares for teeth be called? Yes, a dentist. Dent means teeth in French as well. Do you see how knowing the meaning of root words helps you understand the meaning of the whole word? It will also help you spell the words when you want to write them. Here are some common root words. Can you guess their meanings? It would be impossible to memorize all the root words in the English language, but you can practice some of the more popular roots in our fun games. Until next time, always be clever.
Alright, so that video got us warmed up to the idea of root and prefixes that have meaning in and of itself and then gives meaning to a larger word. So we are going to begin learning some new Latin word chunks that can be used as prefixes or as root words, and or we can use as prefixes that change and help us figure out the meaning of difficult words. I'm going to pass out to everyone this note sheet. We're going to fill out this note sheet together on the active board. It's going to have the prefix here, and then we're going to have a space to create a visual that's going to help us remember what the prefix means. Then we're going to have two uses of the prefix, and we're going to kind of break these down into their root and into their and into the prefix and help us understand these words. And then we are going to collect some examples on this far end of words that we know in our common language that use this prefix. All right. So the first one we have here is a, ab, and abs. We can see here that it also means away from. So we look at these example words. We have absent, ab, ab, our prefix, away from, so away. And then sent, our root word, as being placement, a placement word. So placed away. Absent, placed away, not here. And then we have abstinence, away, our prefix, and abstinence we know it means to keep from doing. Absent, placed away. Abstinence, to keep from doing. So when we think of what's a visual that might help us think of a, ab, and abs. I like this word absent, so I'm just going to draw a absent chair. We're in class and one of you guys is absent. I know when you guys are missing, and this is going to be a visual that reminds me of what this prefix means. So then some more ab words, a, ab, and abs words. We have abandon, abort, absorb, and abolish. You guys have any more examples for me? All right, let's move on to the next one. Add, a, ac, af, ag, and, are, ads. These prefixes mean to, toward. To, toward. So some examples we have here, adhere, to stick to, and annex, to add to. what kind of image do we get when we think of the definition of to toward? I'm thinking of any sort of adhesive, and so maybe like a Band-Aid. It sticks to and toward something. Let's draw. And my drawing is bad, but we got generally a Band-Aid here. Then we have adhesive, to toward. Some more words that we have that use this are accomplice, again, anniversary, annual, and ascend. Any other words that use these prefixes to toward words? All right. So by and this, we understand that this definition is to. So let's look at some example words. Biped, to walk on 2 feet. And bisect, to cut in two. When I think of the very first one that comes to mind is a bicycle. So I'm going to draw a bicycle here. And excuse my drawings, but hopefully it'll help us remember these for the quiz. That, I swear, is a bicycle. And then some more example words that we'll have for this would be bi-weekly, bicycle, binomial, and bilingual. Next word is circum. Circum meaning around. For our example words, circumference. We understand this is the distance around the circle. And then for our example words, I just am thinking of a circle. So we're going to just draw a circle and we're going to draw arrows going around it. So this way, this way, this way. Circum. Some collective examples. Circumvent, circumcision, and circumstance. Any other examples in the class? No? All right, and our last one for today, com and con. Understand that this meaning is together with. Let's look at some example words. combination, which means putting two or more things together. And connect, which means to go together. When I think of com or con, I'm thinking of connection, I'm thinking of Legos. Alright, so I'm going to draw some Legos here. We've got one Lego, the things on top, and another Lego, things on top, and that they go together. Connect. Some other common con words. We've got communicate. Compare. And contrast. Any other con words that we can think of? All right, good work. So now let's do a Quizlet to further get this into our minds. Read this for a second. We're working on that neuroplasticity, really just, learning a few things, but then just constantly going over them to reinforce them in our minds. So here's some flashcards that we're going to do. Abs. Anyone know this one? Correct. Away from. Good job. Add, ac, af, ag, and r, as. So it's a mouthful. But they all mean the same thing, two words. To, toward. Correct. By and this. This one's an easy one. Bicycle. To. Correct. Circum. Circumference. Circumnavigate. Circumstance. Around. And the last one for today. Con, communicate, contrast, together with. Good work. And so now we are going to do a Quizlet Live. This is a game we can play. But before we get into that, we are going to do we have a cumulative quiz. On this quiz, we're going to write down the meaning. So the meaning that we've just gone over. If it has more than one meaning, make sure you put all the meanings down. And then one example word. So this is the first quiz, we're just giving this today. There is a word bank for the meanings, not for the example words. There's a word bank for the meanings that'll help you kind of place the new words. We'll see to make sure that you guys have been paying attention, working on this with us, taking down notes, and so we'll collect this up today. But now, let's play one more. Quiz game to start, but it is not wanting to work with me right now. So we will save that for another day. Thank you guys.